Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Ummu Sabrina Natasha Binti Abdul Latif. The history of Dutch lady name is from Pacific Main Industry Berhad to Dutch Baby Main Industry Malaya Berhad. This is because the company want to avoid confusion in trade and market regarding the company name, as its main product is Dutch Baby Sweetness condensed milk. The brand has been changed from Dutch Baby to Dutch Lady for product placement purpose. The history of FNN company is now listed on the exchange under the name Fraser and Nave Holdings Berhad. It was listed in 1961, meaning it has been on our national stock exchange for 52 years. The type of Dutch Lady is divided by Dutch Lady 1-3, Dutch Lady 4-5-6, Dutch Lady full cream, low fat, and Dutch Lady professional foaming milk and eating drinking yogurt. The FNN type of business is public business. The traded on the Singapore Stock Exchange. It was founded in 1883, equivalent to 138 years ago. Its headquarters are in Singapore. Its founders was John Fraser and David Chalmers Neff. Both of this product is certified halal by the Halal Herb Division of the Development Department, Malaysian Islamic Department, JAKIM, JAIS, and also recognized by overseas halal certifications bodies and authorities. Next, I will talk about business nature of company. Business nature of Dutch Lady is a trusted name with an intensive product range, and the product range is still growing because we are constantly pursuing dairy innovation. Dutch Lady also sells consumer products such as dairy-based and sells ingredients and half-finished products to manufacturers. The business nature of FNN is make important the integrity under the FNN company, such as employees working under FNN companies should always be guarded by basic principles such as avoiding any behavior that could damage or risk FNN or its reputation. FNN's corporate business principles set out certain values and principles because this is very related to integration of a company. Thank you.
Hi, my name is MAIZATUL HANANI Binti YUNUS. Horizontal conclusion for current ratio in Dutch Lady during 2019 was a higher ability to pay obligation on time, which is 1.08 times compared to 2017, and the lowest ability was in 2018. For current ratio in 2017 and 2019, there was a higher ability to pay with the inventories, which is 0.61 times compared to 2018. In 2019, the value of net working capital was the highest, which is 22,470 ringgit, which is the best year for the company to measure in liquidity, while 2018, which is the lowest. For average collection period in 2017, Dutch Lady success to collect debt in 36 days, while in 2018, they did not perform well in collecting debt. In 2017, there was an effectiveness of inventory to general sale than 2018, while in 2019 was the lowest effectiveness for inventory turnover. For day sales in inventory during 2017, Dutch Lady takes 39 days to sell the stock of inventory than 2019, which is the longest time to sell. For receivable ratio in 2018, there was a higher effectiveness to collect debt than 2019, while in 2017 was the lowest effectiveness to collect debt. For fixed asset turnover in 2017, there was a higher ability for Dutch Lady can achieve general sales than 2018, while in 2019 was the lowest. In 2017, total asset turnover was very efficient, which is 2.71 times because it reached more than 1 times in a year but decreased from 2018 to 2019. In 2018, there was a higher amount of debt to finance, while in 2019, there was the lowest amount. Horizontal conclusion for debt to equity in 2018, there was a higher amount of debt to capital structure and dropped in 2019. In 2018, there was a higher return to shareholder than 2017, while in 2019 was the lowest return for ROE. In 2018, the company is more efficiently in order to measure the business produce better income for shareholders than 2017, and it dropped in 2019. Horizontal conclusion for ROA in 2018, Dutch Lady was effectively managing its asset to produce higher return on investment, while the lowest was in 2019.
My name is LIYANA Binti Puan. I will continue for the next slide, which is the horizontal analysis for FNN company. Okay, for the first table is the current ratio, the highest in 2018, and the second one is the quick ratio, which is same amount with the current ratio because of zero in inventories. For net working capital, shows increasing from 2017 until 2019. For average collection period, the highest in collection debt, which is 2019, 790 days. Next, in Table 5 and Table 6, which is inventory turnover and day sales in inventory, there is no calculation because of zero in inventory by year 2017 until 2019. Table 7 show account receivable ratio, which is the highest in 2017, 1.69 times, rather than 2019, the lowest is 0.46 times. For table 8, fixed asset turnover, which is the lowest, is 2019, which is 0.19 times. Okay, next for table 9 is total asset turnover. The lowest is in 2017, which is 0.23 times. For table 10 is debt ratio. The lowest is in 2018, 0.15%. For table 11, debt to equity, 2017 and 2018, which is same amount, and 2019, 0.41%. For table 12, return to equity, the highest is in 2018, which is 27.53%. Table 13, for net profit margin, the highest is in 2019, 105.68%. And last not least, for table 14, return on asset, the lowest in 2019, which is 13.85%.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Mimi ATIKAH binti Mohamad RAMZI and my metric number is A19A0272. Okay, today I'm going to present a ratio that we use to calculate the vertical analysis. Okay, in the liquidity ratios, it shows how to calculate current ratios, that is current asset divided with current liabilities. Okay, for the example, in 2019, we can see that calculation, it shows that FNN have the highest current ratios, that is 75.10 times compared to Dash Lady that have 1.08 times only. That means FNN are able to pay off current liabilities because every 1 ringgit from liabilities, the company have RM75 ringgit and 1 cent. Okay, for the quick ratios, that is current asset minus with inventory and divide with current liabilities. For the example, in 2019, okay, we can see that FNN have the highest quick ratios, that is 75.10 compared to Dash Lady that have 0.61 only. Okay, for the next working capital, that is the formula is current asset minus with current liabilities. We can see that in 2019, FNN still have the highest amount of net working capital, that is 503,391 more than the Lady, which is this company just stated RM 22,470 only. Okay, to calculate the average collection period, that is also stated in activities ratios, that is current receivable divided with daily sales. We can see in 2019, the average collection period for company FNN still longer than Dash Lady company. The FNN stated average collection period is 719 days, while Dash Lady stated 38 days only for all of the average collection period. Okay, now we move to the inventory turnover. Inventory turnover use the formula that is COGS divide with inventory. Okay, in 2019, the inventory turnover for Dash Lady is higher, 7.90 times compared to FNN. The situation happened because FNN did not have any inventory on that year. Sorry. Okay, for the day sales in inventory, we use the formula 365 days divided with inventory turnover, that is 2019. The day sales in inventory for company Dash Lady is higher, that is 46 days compared to company FNN. Company FNN did not have any sales in inventory because this company did not have any inventory turnover. Okay, last but not least is account receivable ratios. Okay, for this formula we use is sales divided with account receivable. Okay, in 2019, the account receivable ratios for company dash lady are highest, that is 9.545 times compared to account receivable ratios that F&N company can produce, which is they can produce around say 0.46 times only.
My name is Ummu Athirah binti Zulkefli. Now, I will continue under activity ratio, which is fixed asset turnover. In year 2017, Dutch Lady got the highest fixed asset turnover, while FNN got the lowest fixed asset turnover in year 2019, which is only 0.19 times. Next, total asset turnover. Total asset turnover for Dutch Lady in 2017 is 2.71 times highest compared to another years, and FNN got the lowest total asset turnover in year 2019, which is 0.13 times. Now, we move to the leverage or solvency ratio. Under the leverage or solvency ratio, we have debt ratio. Based on the table, we can conclude the Dutch Lady has the highest ratio in 3 years, which is 73% in 2017, 74% in 2018, and 67% in 2019, while FNN only 0.18% for 2017, 0.15% for 2018, and 0.41% in 2019. Next is debt to equity. In 2018, of Dutch Lady, debt to equity is 2.84%, the highest, and for FNN is same for years 2018 and 2018, which is each of them got 0.15%. Lastly, we have profitable ratios. Under profitable ratio, we have 3 ratios, which is return on equity, net profit margin, and return on assets. In return on equity, company FNN got the highest on 2018, which is 27.53%, while Dutch Lady is 1.23%. Net profit margin for the company Dutch Lady is the lowest on year 2019, and the highest in FNN is 105.68%. Return on asset for company Dutch Lady is 37% on 2018, and FNN get the highest percentage between 3 years, which is 27.49%.
NADZIRAH Binti RAZAK. I will present about discussion and recommendation. In discussion for horizontal analysis, we analyze 4 main ratios, which is liquidity ratio, activity ratio, leverage or solvency ratio, and profitable ratio. We analyze all activity ratios. It shows that Dutch Lady Company also has a higher total asset turnover compared to the FNN company. We also analyze leverage or solvency ratio. For the debt equity ratio, FNN company has lower debt equity compared to Dutch Lady Company because the percentage for Dutch Lady Company is above 50%, and it can be considered to be highly leveraged. Then we analyze profitable ratio. It shows that the net profit margin for FNN company is more profitable compared to Dutch Lady Company because return on asset for Dutch Lady Company have increasing in trend and decreasing for FNN company from the year 2017 to 2019. And for the discussion in vertical analysis is we analyze 4 main ratios, which is liquidity ratios, activity ratio, and leverage or solvency ratios, and profitable ratios. We can view that Dutch Lady Company and FNN company have their own base performance during this past year. But after making an analysis, the Dutch Lady Company shows a great performance compared to the FNN company. Dutch Lady Company also has a strong financial position to support the investment, so that we ensure that Dutch Lady Company shareholders will be gain more profit than FNN company. Lastly, is recommendation. Due to global pressure and political concern, the projected current economic condition for potential growth in this business sector will remain soft in the coming years. Based on the analysis of the financial performance of Dutch Lady Company, F&N Company is recommended to maintain its current performance with minimal investment for the time being. It is also recommended that businesses concentrate their effort on reducing debt collection times and increasing their cash flow. Regarding the management perspective, Dutch Lady Company and F&N Company should set a different goals during the upcoming years due to the softer demand in the industry. Lastly, management also must be cautious and concentrate on increasing cash flow for potential investment.
Good evening. My name is Shanti Terapadisamy and my metric number is A19B0823. I will conclude this assignment. According to our calculation, the net profit margin for F&N Company is higher than the net profit margin for Dutch Lady Company. Return on assets for Dutch Lady Company has been growing and decreasing for F&N Company. In comparison to the Dutch Lady Company, the F&N Company has a higher net profit margin. Dutch Lady Company has a higher operating profit margin than F&N. The higher the price to book ratio, the better for the investor because it indicates the people who are willing to pay more for the share than the real book value, indicating that the company has a better performance. As a result, Dutch Lady is considered a better company because it is a higher price to book ratio. Thank you.